All right, let's dive right in. Over the next few minutes, we're going to tackle one of the most critical questions for any local business out there. How do you make sure new customers can actually find you? Well, it all comes down to mastering one incredibly powerful tool, Google Maps.
Just stop and think about that for a second. Right now, at this very moment, someone is pulling out their phone and they are searching for a service that you provide. The big question is, when they look down at their screen, is it your business they see or is it your competitors? I mean, the stakes here are absolutely huge.
And this is exactly where that decision gets made. It's called the local pack. Those top 3 map results that pop up for local searches. Now, this isn't just some map. You got to think of this as the new digital Main Street. This is where the calls are made, where the inquiries get sent, and where business is won or lost. Okay, so this idea of a digital Main Street, let's really unpack that a bit. Because once you start seeing it this way, you'll understand why getting your business on this map isn't just some nice to have, it's absolutely essential.
And look, let's be super clear here. Visibility on Google Maps, this isn't some fluffy vanity metric. It is a straight line to your bottom line. Getting seen here kicks off this powerful chain reaction that leads directly to more phone calls, more clicks to your website, and, you guessed it, more customers walking through your door.
So, the million-dollar question, how do you actually get a prime spot on this digital Main Street? Well, it all starts with your digital storefront. Let's talk about the foundational tool you have at your disposal, your Google Business Profile.
And you should think of it exactly like that, a storefront. It's that first impression a potential customer gets of you. It's where they see what you do, when you're open, and hey, what other people think of your work. And you know the best part? This is a completely free tool from Google.
Getting this foundation right is it's not negotiable. First up, your core details, your name, address, and phone number, they have to be perfectly accurate. Next, select the right categories so Google knows exactly what kind of business you are. Then, you're going to craft a description that's packed with the keywords your customers are actually searching for. And finally, just make it easy for them. Clearly list your services and your hours.
All right, so once your storefront is all set up, the game shifts. Now, we got to make Google trust you and see you as the most relevant answer to what people are looking for. And this is where keywords and customer reviews become your secret weapons.
You have got to speak your customer's language, seriously. What are they actually typing into that search bar? It's almost always a service plus a location. Roof repair in Sydney or electrician in London. Weaving these specific, location-based keywords into your profile is basically telling Google, hey, over here, I'm the perfect answer for this person's problem.
Okay, let's talk about reviews because, wow, they are an absolute game changer. I mean, we all know they influence other customers, but their real power is how much they influence Google. Think about it. Google's whole job is to recommend the best real-world businesses. So what's the strongest signal that your business is top-notch and trustworthy in the real world? Positive reviews. It's really that simple.
And this right here, this is a perfect example of what we're talking about. This one review does so much more than just compliment a business. It builds instant trust with the next person who reads it. It tells them you're fast, you're professional, and you're fairly priced, and you didn't have to say a single word.
So how do you make this happen? It's a pretty simple 3-step rhythm, really. First, don't be shy. Ask your happy customers for their feedback. Second, respond to every single review, the good and the bad. It just shows you're engaged and that you care. And third, keep that momentum going. A steady stream of new, recent reviews is way more powerful than a whole bunch from 2 years ago.
Okay, so your profile's looking sharp, the reviews are starting to flow in. Now it's time to crank up the volume. We need to send these super clear, unmistakable signals to Google that you are the go-to business in your specific area. Now, this might seem kind of small, maybe even a little nitpicky, but trust me, this is a huge deal for search engines. Your name, address, and phone number, we call it NAP, it has to be identical everywhere it shows up online. Every little variation, like writing street on one site and stot on another, it just creates confusion and weakens Google's confidence in you. Consistency is king here.
An active profile is a healthy profile. Google absolutely rewards businesses that are clearly open and operating. So regularly uploading photos of your finished projects, maybe some before and after shots, or posting updates about special offers, all of it signals that your business is active, healthy, and reliable.
And finally, let's talk about local citations. The easiest way to think about these is like votes of confidence from around the internet.
When your business is listed in other reputable online directories, think your local chamber of commerce or a trade-specific website, it just reinforces your legitimacy and your deep connection to that local area. It builds up your authority in Google's eyes.
All right, I know we've covered a ton of ground here, so let's pull it all together and give you a super clear, actionable roadmap to follow.
When it comes right down to it, it all boils down to these 6 key things.
So here it is, your 6-point checklist to totally own it on Google Maps. Number 1, fully optimize that Google business profile. Number 2, weave in those crucial location-based keywords. 3, make getting reviews a top priority. 4, obsess over your NAP consistency. 5, keep your profile fresh and alive with photos and updates. And number 6, build those local citations to really cement your authority.
And you know, that's really what this all comes down to. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. Your customers are walking down that digital main street right now, as we speak. So I want you to take a hard look at your Google Maps presence and ask yourself honestly, is my digital storefront actually open for business?